Not every friend is a true friend. Some are just lessons disguised as people.
And friendship should be a source of joy, not a constant drain on your energy.
Quality over quantity. Surround yourself with friends who add value, not drama.
Welcome to Lifing 101, a journey through life's experiences, challenges, and interpretations. An intriguing and soul-refining podcast that explores the countless twists of life. Get ready to be amused, enlightened, entertained, empowered, and inspired. Hosted by Tina C. Christian, your MC with the LPC, and guest co-host Laurenda McKinney, your MC with the PhD.
Welcome, lovely listeners, to an exciting episode of Lifing 101 podcast,
where we dive into life's little mysteries and offer you insights to help you lead a happier, more fulfilling life.
I'm your MC with the LPC, Tina C. Christian, navigating y'all through this journey up and down and all around on this emotional roller coaster we call life.
And I'm your MC with the PhD, Laurenda McKinney. So grab your favorite beverage, find a comfortable spot, sit back and relax while we embark on this restorative journey together.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening out there. So, Doc, how you doing today?
I'm good, Tina. How you doing?
I'm blessed, honey. Too blessed to stress, as we would always say.
That's right. Let the church say amen.
Amen. So today, we're talking about toxic friendships. Yeah. Last week, we talked about toxic coworkers.
Or co-workers.
Correct. And before then, we were talking about the toxic traits. So today, we're going to talk about toxic friendships and the signs that they are an actual toxic friend. So let's start out by talking about, in a toxic friendship, some of the signs that you can look for. So let's start with what?
So I would say one thing to decide, even before we get to this point, and recognize that it's okay to call people associates. Everybody's not a friend. So I think that's important so that you know what level you are, so you know if they're being toxic or if they're just acting their position. So.
Correct. Act your position. That's a good one. But toxic friendships, when I think about toxic friendships, again, we think about those toxic traits that toxic people have, because let's not mistake it, they are toxic people if it's a toxic friendship.
Right.
So one of the things that comes to mind for me is being disrespectful of your boundaries. So if they're not accepting or disrespecting or avoiding your boundaries, then by all means, that's probably a toxic friendship.
Right. Or if they think that doesn't apply to me.
Right.
I know she has boundaries with everybody else, but not with me.
Right,
so
I'm her friend.
Exactly. So you have to understand that everybody gets boundaries.
Correct. Everybody.
Nobody is exempt.
Mama, daddy, everybody.
Right.
You too. You get a boundary.
You get a boundary. You get one. You too. Yeah,
Correct.
you over there. You get one too.
And another thing I think of is they always need something from you. Those people that need something from you, but again, they're not there for you, but they're always needy. So very needy people can definitely kind of give you a sign or one of those red flags that this may be a toxic friendship.
Right. And is it expensive? And when I say expensive, I don't mean money.
Correct.
It doesn't. Some of it can be money, because we do have those people that come in when they need to borrow something.
Right.
Or should I say you gift them something because you never get it back. But are they expensive for you? Because we always say if it costs you your piece, the price is too high. So are they that person? And then I'll just say, because I see this floating around a lot and people are like, yeah. So I see this floating around a lot that people are either low maintenance friends or they require people in their life to be low maintenance. And it's one thing for the relationship to be low maintenance. It's another thing for it to be one-sided.
Correct.
So are you saying low maintenance, but every time you reach out, the person should be there and you're not reciprocating? Because people make it seem like it's the person with expectations that had the problem, because they're like, gosh, I don't have to call you or keep in touch with you, but when you need me, I'm there. But are you? Are you really? And I'm not saying you got to check on me all the time, but do you give me what I'm giving you?
Right. Because I have friendships where we really don't talk all the time. But baby, let me tell you, if I need them, they come running.
Right.
And those are the people that don't cost me a thing because, again, the price is not too high. They are there.
Right.
And they don't have to be a high maintenance friend, and I don't either. We're very low maintenance, but if I need them, I know I can turn to them. So that really is important.
Yeah, because I think some people categorize being selfish as low maintenance or expecting people to be low maintenance, and it's two different things. So be careful when you say you're a low maintenance friend or you require low maintenance friends that you don't have to call and check up all the time. Nobody wants you to do that because we all have lives and we all have stuff going on. But are you a friend?
Right. Another thing I think of is being accountable. Mm-hmm. And when we talk about accountability, that kind of brings me to the subject of people weaponizing their struggles. And what I mean by that is like using issues or, for instance, mental issues as an excuse to avoid accountability, or like, say, for instance, girl, you know I got problems, you know, or girl, you know I'm going through something, or girl, you know I got PTSD, or girl, I get it. We all have problems, but don't weaponize your struggles to make other people feel like you're not accountable because you're going through something. We all going through something. But a true friend is going to still be available to a certain degree, even if and when they're going through something.
Yeah, because I'm not going to be forgiven for everything because you go, well, remember when I was a kid, this is what I went through. And I'm not disregarding what you went through.
Right.
But you're not about to keep on being able to use that as an excuse, because also what I'm going to suggest is, well, you know what, now is the perfect time for some counseling because you cannot continue to use that as an excuse. Will I support you? I will, but you cannot conveniently use that as an excuse. You just can't.
Right. I mean, because if you know that something's going on and you got some issues, then by all means, you should be going to get some help for that.
Yeah.
But again, that brings me to the ones that are pretending to be ignorant or incompetent or pretending like they can't do certain things because they want you to do them.
Right.
That kind of pisses me off because I'm very much a helper. So I always go above and beyond. And so I feel like a lot of times I've gotten played on that one because people will pretend like they're ignorant or incompetent because they know I'll do it. I'll just be like, well, never mind. I'll do it. Just don't worry about it. So if someone's always doing that to you, then that could very well be a toxic trait of that with a friend.
Right. And do they go Urkel on you? Did I do that? Yeah, you did.
Correct.
Yeah. Or did they go all Urkel on you? Did they really pretend that they are not aware of what they are doing and did?
Yes, correct. What's some others that you can think of?
They make you feel guilty for spending time with other people.
Oh my God. I can't stand that. You know,
your little friend.
Oh my God. When you was with your little friend. Yeah. Or I see you and your little friend.
Yeah, your new friend.
Yeah. But my thing is this. I can have all the friends I want and as many or as little as I want. And every friendship and relationship is different.
It's different.
And I don't have to hang with just one person. I don't have to hang in a group with everybody. I have different friends and different relationships with all my friends. So I may have like everybody in a group or I may not have everybody in a group.
Right.
But either way. And I don't like those people that make me feel guilty when I am spending time with certain people. Like, or like I always say, I ain't screwing you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're not my man. You're not my husband. So I don't have to answer to you about who I'm seeing in other friendships or like making me feel like I'm cheating on you.
Yeah, or that I got to choose because what you said that is so important. All friendships are different. They're not the same. That's why you can have several best friends because they all serve a different purpose in your life. It doesn't take away from one friendship to the other one, but it's just kind of crazy to, you with your friend, I'll call you back.
Right.
You know what? Don't.
Right. Don't miss me with all that.
We're grown.
Just stay on over there. Correct.
We're big people.
We are. So that, and then also people dismissing your values. You know?
What's important to you.
Correct. Because we all have different values, core beliefs, and things like that. And I'm not trying to conform anybody to see eye to eye with me on all my values and beliefs or core values or things like that. But don't try to change mine and don't dismiss mine. Like, they're not valid.
Yeah, like, oh, I forgot that's a big deal to you. Right. Well, honestly, if you're my friend, what's important to me should also be important to you.
Right.
Yeah.
And even if it isn't exactly important to you, it should be important to you that it's important to me.
Exactly.
That's the point right
there.
Yes, exactly. So that, and then ignoring your efforts to be a good friend to them.
So they discount everything. Are you talking about that time when you gave me that $5?
Right.
Well, let me tell you, that $5 got you guys to get your ass home. So yeah, I am talking about that $5. But everything you do to them is just that.
Right.
Are you talking about that? Oh, it was was that time, I still helped you when you needed me. I don't care the size of it. I was there when you needed me. Have you done the same?
Correct. Or it could have been a penny.
Yeah.
But I was there.
Right.
Correct.
It could have been a French fry off my plate because I love me some French fries.
Okay. Anything. But don't discount it.
Yeah.
Don't try to make me feel like my efforts as a friend are going, unrecognized. No, don't do that. Feeding into negative.
Yeah.
Now, I know we all can be negative at sometimes. And like I said, we talked before about friends and how you could have people that you knew who to call for what when we were talking about sugarcoating and shit. Well, those friends that will always feed into negativity, that may be a toxic relationship, because you would think that people that care, or I'm going to say me, I would think that people that care about me and feel that I'm in a bad space or place or I'm doing something wrong will call me on my bullshit and not just jump on the bandwagon and be negative with me or always feeding into negativity. So if you find that somebody's always feeding into negativity or that they're always negative and not trying to pull you out of your negativity, then that may be a toxic friendship, I think.
The people that ignore when you call them with uplifting stuff, but the minute you text them and it's some drama, they hurry up and call you back. Girl, what's going on? Really? They want to hear it all. They just trying to pull it all out of you. That's not healthy. It's not healthy because it drags you deeper into the negativity, and it's not healthy for the person that want to hear it. Who does that?
Right. Yeah. And that's another thing. They create drama.
Yeah.
They're creating drama. They're always about the drama. They're into the drama. I mean, we all love some drama. I love drama on TV. However, I don't want no damn drama in my life. No more drama. I'm Mary J. Blige, damn it. No more drama. I don't want it. Don't call me with it. Don't bring me in it. I don't want no parts of it. So it's exhausting. It is. It's very draining. So if you have someone that's always creating drama in your friendships, that may be a toxic friendship, or projecting their insecurities onto you.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, I get that for sure.
And or trying to make
bring you down
to their same little levels of insecurity. No, that's toxic, man. By all means, dismiss. Goodbye. Bye, Felicia. No, none of that.
Right.
We're not doing it.
And a real friend, the projecting their insecurities to you, it's just weird because a real friend is supposed to lift you up.
Right.
That is definitely a downer. That is that's a way just to bring you way down. Stuff you walked in feeling good about now. Now you're not even sure if you should be holding your head up. And nobody that loves you and calls themselves your friend should ever make you second guess yourself in the skin that you're in. Nobody should.
Right. So watch out for the negative Nancys, Debbie Downers, all those people. Watch out for them. They're not going to be someone that's going to hold a healthy relationship with you.
Because they really don't, they probably don't know how. They probably don't know how.
Yeah. And the biggie for me, they can't be happy with your success.
And that is a problem.
That's huge.
Everybody can promote you as long as you don't go bigger than them. As long as you don't grow more than they do, then they're good. Or off of this same one, they notice everybody else's achievements. But they don't notice yours. Yeah.
So if you got a friend that's not celebrating your successes with you, then by all means, that may be a toxic friendship. Because if you're a friend to me, you should be happy for me in all things that I do. I'm going to be happy for you. I'm going to celebrate you. I'm going to, any achievement that you make, it's a celebration. I mean, we always looking for a reason to drink anyway. Salute. But if you're my real friend, I'm going to make sure that we can celebrate. Even if you don't want to. I'm like, girl, what the hell's wrong with you? That's a big achievement. Let's celebrate that. Yeah. So if you don't have one of those Sherry cheerleaders in your corner, always hollering, let's celebrate when you do something that's good, then if there's somebody that's not acknowledging your successes and your achievements with you and being happy with you and celebrating with you, by all means, they may be toxic.
Yeah, and I know people think this sounds petty, but if you notice that they are supportive of other people, but they just never show you any support, that is a problem. And when I'm looking around celebrating, trust me, I'm going to continue to celebrate, but also trust me, I'm making note of the people that are celebrating me because that is hurtful. I don't care. The strongest person is looking for their people. But what I also notice is you have to enjoy the people that are there and you can't worry about the people that are not there. Correct. Because then it's like the people that are there are not as important because one person is missing. So you still have to appreciate them them. But it does suck for the person that you would do anything for, that you expected to always be there for you, but
and they ain't showing up.
Yeah, and it can be the smallest achievement. But where are you? Mm-hmm. Where are you? Where am I when it's you? Mm-hmm. So, and I think the biggest thing nowadays is just literally people actually do support people around you. And I think that's really weird. Mm-hmm. And it's noticeable. So just make sure if you're that person doing it, the person has noticed. They may just not say anything to you. They hoping that you figure it out, but it's not fair. It's not.
Yeah. And when I say celebrating your successes, I don't necessarily mean going out and celebrating, but just acknowledging. Say, for instance, you're trying to stop smoking and you've stopped smoking. I mean, if my friend was trying and I knew that they were trying to stop and they did, that's big to me.
Right.
So I'm going to be like, oh my God, I'm so proud of you. You did a good job. Those type of things. If they're not happy with the successes that you make, anything that you're doing to improve yourself, whether it's losing weight, bad habits, stopping a bad habit, making a job move or financial achievements, any type of success, it could be the smallest thing or something big. It doesn't have to necessarily be something huge, and it doesn't have to mean that you're going out having drinks, celebrating a dinner or anything like that, or a party. No, just watch out for those that aren't celebrating your small and or large achievement.
And that's important when you say that. It doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be something that everybody even knows about.
Right.
That's what makes it more intimate if only two people know and those two people don't even recognize it. Because I'm going to tell you about these cheesy girls, Laurenda and Tina. Honey, we'll text in a minute and be like, you go, girl. Like, we will text in a heartbeat. If somebody was reading our text, they would probably be like, they are the corniest people. But it's nothing for us to be like, you go, girl, or that's good. And we share it because we know that we're going to get that from each other. So we'll share the smallest things, but we know we understand it and we know we're going to celebrate it.
Right. I mean, anything. So definitely important. Pay attention to that. And then those that are always canceling on you. I can't stand that. Now, granted, I will cancel on bullshit, drama, and mess. I'll cancel in a minute. So you can call me toxic for that. But it's because I'm trying to avoid the toxic bullshit that I cancel. But if you're not being toxic, if you're not one of those people with all the drama and everything and someone's always canceling on you, then that may be the toxic person, because maybe they don't want to really truly be around you.
And then maybe they are intentionally doing that to hurt you. Maybe they know that bothers you. So they wait until you invite them to something and then they cancel on you.
Always got an excuse.
Try to see if they're canceling on other people or if they're showing up for them.
Right. That's important and true. I mean, because I've known of some people in my past that would cancel on everything. And I know I'm not no damn toxic person, so I don't know why. Either they probably was canceling because they couldn't stand to see me doing something good.
Yeah, some people don't want to be in your presence.
Yeah, that too. But regardless, pay attention to it. If they're canceling on you, very well could be a toxic trait in your friendship.
For sure. Like it just doesn't make sense to never want to show up for someone. Right. Even if I've had times where I wasn't feeling my 110%, but if you invite me to something, I'm coming. Yeah. Like my cousin, he jokes, he go, if ain't nobody else there, Net'll be there. Because I just feel like you just have to be supportive. You just don't know, like, had he not said that, I might wouldn't even notice that he noticed. But because he said it, I know that me showing up, it does mean something.
Right. I go to, if it's my friends, I try to make any and everything that I can. If you're really a true friend.
Right.
Now, if it's like, again, like I said, if it's some people I don't want to be around or an event that I don't really want to go to, I'm not really going to cancel on you. I'm going to tell you, I don't want to be a part of that.
Right.
More than likely. I'm not going to just not show up. I'm just not going to be a part of it. Otherwise, a lot of times I've canceled on family. I will say that. So if you're listening and your family like, she lying, she cancels all the time. Yes, I do. Yeah, I'm going to be accountable.
You have a right, because if you're going to go and that's not the environment you want to be in, it's going to show. So I bring down the people that are there that are having a good time.
Correct. So that is true. I have canceled on family and will continue to if I feel like it's not a healthy event. However, I have gone to several family events also. So no, I'm just joking in regard to my family. So if you're my family and you're listening, no disrespect to you. I love you guys. I will show up and show out for anything that I want to be a part of. That being said, next, what about the people that think it's all all about them. Very self-centered.
Yes,
Very
literally.
self-centered.
Everything is about them. If it is not benefiting them, they don't want to have nothing to do with it. It's like, why are you even telling them? Because how does this benefit them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, or they think everything's supposed to be about them. I had a situation with a friend, and I'm going to bring it up. I'm not bringing up any names, but it was so petty to me. It really pissed me off because we were walking down a street literally together, and they disappeared, and I turned around looking for them, and I'm like, where the hell they go? Their excuse to me was that you were receiving all these handouts. People were handing you these flyers as we were walking down the street, and they weren't giving me any. First of all, I was closest to the curb. Let's just start there. So I was closest to them. So that's why they were handing them to me. But because they did not hand you a flyer because you were on the other side, you got an attitude and walked away from me. And I'm not even knowing where you are. We're out of town in a different state and city and everything. I feel like that was so petty. I feel like, oh my God, you really want this to be all about you.
Really?
That's very self-centered to me.
Yeah. And even if you're listening to this right now today and you know one of us and you like, that's about me. It's not all about you.
No.
It's not all about you. It's a lot of yous.
It's a lot of yous.
Yeah, it's a lot of you. So not for one moment should you think that this is all about you.
Hey, but hey, like they say, if the shoe fit, wear it.
And wear it well, honey.
And if it don't fit, don't worry about it. I mean, that's what they say, right? So if it ain't about you, then keep on pushing. If it is about you, take some self-inventory and change some shit, okay?
But
anyway.
But that's probably the biggest one, is it being all about them, because we have too many one-sided friendships.
We really do.
And then we'll deal with it. If we care enough about the person, we deal with it for a very long time. And they think you're not, because you're not addressing all the little things.
Right.
But you have a mental Rolodex and you're keeping tab of it. And you really are dealing with a lot, and you're not getting anything back in return.
And what that also looks like say for instance, people are calling you and they're dumping, and as soon as you try to share something with them, they're not there for you. Yeah. Well, because it's all about them. They don't give a damn about what's going on with you. That's very self-centered as well.
How dare them?
Yeah. I mean, it looks different. I mean, there's a lot of different instances where people are showing you that they're very self-centered. It doesn't have to be any one thing in particular, but pay attention to those self-centered behaviors that your friends are showing you, because that could very well be a toxic friendship.
Right. And I think the self-check in the way to be safe is, would I do this for that person? Because I'm not going to ask you for anything that I wouldn't give to you, because that's unfair to ask you for something and knowing good and well, if you turned around and asked me, I wouldn't want to do it for you. Right. So I think the best self-check is just, how would I want to be treated if it's me? Right. And how would I respond if those tables was turned? What would I do for them? Right. And you shouldn't ask for anything that you're not willing to give. Mm-hmm.
And we talked about sort of like people in general and how those toxic traits of comparing or trying to compete. That comparing and compete, that is just so toxic anyway.
It is.
Because we are all unique and individual in our own way. You should not want to compare yourself to anyone else. And it's not a competition between friends. With friendships, really, if you have someone that's competing, always trying to one-up you, or always trying to do something better than what you're doing, or comparing you to them or to others, that's really toxic.
It is. And how boring would it be, honestly, if we were all the same?
Right.
So we are meant to, don't compare, because we are meant to all be different. That's what makes us great. Yes. And that would be one boring friendship if we were all exactly the same. I'm telling you, you would get sick of, it would be like you're in a friendship with yourself. You would get sick and tired of yourself because we're great people and all, but God, we need some extra people to shine some light on us too.
Mm-hmm. And another thing in regarding to comparing and competing, if they're trying to change you to be like them, or to, you know, be a better, not trying to change you to be a better you, but to be a better like them. No, that's toxic too, because if they're trying to encourage you to change something that's better for you, something that you're wanting to do or something like that, or as I talked about before, giving you constructive criticism to make those necessary positive changes, yes. But if they're just trying to always change you or trying to get you to change to be more like them, then that's toxic. It is.
It is. And then they should have went and found somebody more like them. You cannot find somebody that's secure in their skin and think that you're going to change them, but you're going to be very exhausted and you're going to be very disappointed because you cannot change somebody to be what you want them to be. Find you somebody that is already that way.
Correct. Okay, so I found some funny or kind of semi-funny quotes talking about toxic friendships. So we wanted to share a few of those with you guys today. Friendship should come with a no toxicity allowed sign, not a hazard warning.
If friendship were a diet, I'd be on a no drama, no calories plan.
Right. That one. I like that. Or I've upgraded my friend list from toxic to tonic. No more fizzling friendships, okay?
Or if drama were a currency, some friends would be millionaires by now.
Right. Girl, ooh, I know I would be rich from the toxic friendships that have been around.
Yeah, we know some drama-naires.
Correct.
We know some drama-naires, honey.
Yes, ma'am. Another one I liked is life is too short for toxic friendships and bad Wi-Fi, okay? We ain't got time for that. Life is just too short for bad anything for me.
It really is. Honestly, it really is. And then today when I was getting ready, I put on one of my cool shirts because if y'all don't know, I'm a t-shirt head.
Oh, my.
I really am. So I'm going to tell y'all what my shirt say, okay?
Tell us.
It say, I'm at peace. Ain't a soul about to F that up.
Okay.
And I mean that.
You know, I kept looking at your shirt and I never stopped to read it because I kept talking to him. But I was like, I seen the F-U-C-K down there. I'm like, what the hell she got on today? But yes.
Yeah,
yes,
ain't no soul about to F that up.
Okay. Ain't gonna steal your joy, steal your peace. No, by no means. Don't let anyone, friends or not, steal your joy, your peace. Life is really too short.
It is.
So before we get out of here, what do you want to do, Doc? You want to leave them with what?
We're going to share some little gems for you to put in your pocket and take wherever you go.
Okay, so before we go, sometimes I desire better is all the reason that you'll ever need to end a toxic friendship. Also, don't be so afraid of losing friendships that you end up losing yourself. That's very important, people.
Mm-hmm. And then our final little gem for your pocket. If you've reached the point where superficial relationships no longer nourish you, honor that growth. It's okay to seek meaning and depth in the connections you cultivate. You deserve relationships that feed your spirit. Raise your standards on who can have access to your energy and light. And that's by Mr. Vex King.
Until next time, people, stay hopeful
and stay curious.
Before we part ways, we invite you to share your own stories, thoughts, and reflections with us. Connect with us on social media, reach out through our website, or simply leave a comment on your preferred podcast platform. Feel free to leave us in voicemail at 816-607-1243 with any thoughts, concerns, or questions that you'd like shared on Lifing 101 or just answered or addressed. If you prefer to send us an email, feel free to do so by sending it to our website, lifing101pod.com, or send us an email to info@lifing101pod.com. Your insights and experiences enrich our shared understanding of this incredible journey we're all a part of. Please subscribe to this podcast and follow our website, lifing101pod.com, and find and follow us on your favorite social media platforms. Stay hopeful, stay curious, and keep embracing the vibrant, unpredictable, and awe-inspiring journey that we call life. Goodbye for now, and may your days be filled with endless wonder.